Is this the first time you've used that seat?
Yeah, sure, this is the first time.
Pedro, it's brilliant to Hazard. Williams can't touch him, Hazard's put it in! It's another moment of genius! Drogba! 3-0! Here's Pedro. Can he make room for a shot? Pedro! Yeah! How about that?
Yes, it has been a busy week on Chelsea TV and online. All of that has happened, headlined Pat Nevin by Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, we had to let him have a head start, but in a way, quite a good thing to have it tested.
It was kind of odd, really, because it really was a poor 45 minutes. We hardly get into the game, but we didn't give much away, and that was the big thing about it.
2-1 with a nice turnaround, and the shut-up job in the second half was something that caught
Well,
you.
I kind of caught my eye. It's Branagh coming on that I noticed. I mean, the last 3 games, the Southampton game, the game up at Borough, he's come on really, really late. He gets really close here, doesn't let anybody get a chance, but look how much help he gets. There's Kante coming around behind him, Aspi coming out, and if I'm a winger there getting the ball, I'm thinking, what chance have I got?
Now, Victor Moses, all his goals have come at home. He's got another one here, Pat. You can see, by the way, more from Pat on the art of the slide online and on wherever they may be this weekend. But here, good setup.
And this is a good one. I mean, this looks a lot of practice. But stop, brakes. Didn't get the brakes on in time.
Our cameras have been down at Cobham as ever, and it's been a fun place to be, whether it's Cobham or indeed here at Stamford Bridge. Now, also at Cobham this week, our cameras found a certain special guest that came to see Antonio Conte. Still got the same hairdo beneath the shades, Pat. That is Fabrizio Ravanelli, a European Cup winner 20 years ago with Antonio at Juve.
Do you know, oddly enough, I wouldn't have quite recognised him in the dark glasses, because of course he didn't wear the dark glasses when he was playing, but it was cool enough to get away with them if he had one of them. What a player, and what a team that was. You mean, phenomenal group of players that was in Italy at the time. He was a fantastic player. But to think he played for Middlesbrough.
Heck of a team. Antonio Conte doing the protection behind Ravanelli and a certain Gianluca Vialli up front in that Juve side that won the European Cup in '96. Now, over the road from there, the other half of Cobham at the Academy, they're having fun there as well. Now, in terms of on the field of play, the under-23s, as they now have begun their Premier League International Cup campaign. That's a European competition, one group, 4 clubs in it, you just play each other once. First game was against Feyenoord, who'd already lost to Swansea. Didn't start that well. This is Bilal Bissau-Koglu, Pat, who you've seen play for Feyenoord's first team this year.
Do you know, he's a top player, and you would think he should be starting for them, but there must be something wrong with him that he's not, and that's probably it. He loses his head completely there, second yellow card and behaving like an idiot by getting sent off. But we done it, we got back. Late on in the game, I mean, this is a good free kick there. Keeper gets it, but Sterling is in the back post there and puts it in, and that's 1-1. There's only about 3 or 4 minutes to go, and we didn't give up. I think we're the better side.
And there's another sub there, Taylor Crossdale coming on, teeing up Fikao Tomori. So they turned it round in game 1, 2-1 with those 2 late goals, so well done them. As for the youth team, they stayed top. This is at Fulham at the weekend. Martel Taylor Crossdale, who set up the goal for the 23s, 13 in his 12th league game. More goals than games. Their next game is away at Arsenal. You can see highlights of that in Monday's post-match roundup. In terms of the under-23s in that competition, the Premier League International Cup, the other 2 group games both live on Chelsea TV against Dinamo Zagreb and against Swansea. And their next league match is next Friday, the 9th of December, against Man United. That is also live on Chelsea TV. Now, Game of Loans. Not quite as spectacular as it might normally be, although Michael Hector played his first 90 minutes for Eintracht Frankfurt in central midfield and they beat Borussia Dortmund. That's good. And as his mates who are taking the mick on social media are saying, at least he stayed on the field. That being a reference to the fact that his first 2 games for the club, he got sent off, but it's obviously getting a bit better for him now. Not such good news for Jake Clark-Salter, who's broken his arm and dislocated his elbow for Bristol Rovers, which isn't good news at all. Slightly better, Jordan Houghton has his first goal on loan at Donny, so well done him and Mom, which apparently isn't his mum, it's something to do with man of the match. So that brings us to December. 6 games, Pat. And the first looks obviously more difficult than the rest. It doesn't always work out that way,
Well, I've been talking to you for quite a while about this whole December thing coming up, and I thought, look, we just need to keep in touch, you know, don't lose too many points. Well, we've not lost any points before we've came in. And I thought this looked like the most dangerous one, the Man City one, but if you think about it, the way we are playing just now, and the style that we are playing just now, and the way Man City are playing, I was at the Man City Borussia Mönchengladbach game over in Germany. You know, they're not hugely impressive just now.
Every reason to fancy Chelsea, especially if you fancy a flutter. That is this week's offering from our official betting partners, William Hill. A little reminder that from 11 on Saturday it is Wherever They May Be with Mr. Cundy and friends. They'll be looking at everything around the Man City game. That might even include a little bit of archive. Pat's twisted my arm so we can roll this in this week. Pat, talk us through this goal.
I can't resist it myself, but it's a Friday night live game against Manchester City. We're going for the league to get promotion. Good goal for us. We scored the winner through a Kerry Dixon header. At the time, it was the perfect combination.
He made us play that. We'll leave you with some more. Goodbye.
2 City claims for a penalty. Lake dispossessed, and it's an amazing break by Chelsea. And Tony DeRigo, who goes round Dibble and finishes it all in style. And Chelsea have broken the length of the field to go 3 up.
Johnson, and Crespo's in the middle. Great save, James, and Joe Cole puts Chelsea 1 up. It's been a scrappy game, and that was certainly a scrappy goal, but Chelsea have got their lead.
On to Lampard. The pace hasn't dropped. Lampard again. Still Frank Lampard!
Yes!
That's a fabulous goal.